9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Engine ignition and liftoff. Liftoff of SWOT, our first global survey of Earth's surface water to study how this ever-changing resource affects our climate.
And there we get a nice view from the ground camera, and also we switch to the onboard camera.
Now, Denton, you didn't go outside to see the launch, but now we're feeling it inside here in the Mission Director Center, the rumble all around us from launch.
Absolutely. And now you're getting a good look at the onboard camera looking down towards the aft end of the rockets. You can see the Merlin engines coming to life there.
And this room coming to life, really. Lots of rumble going on in here. And we're soon going to hear that the rocket is supersonic, meaning it's going faster than the speed of sound, followed by Falcon 9 reaching what's called max Q, the moment of peak mechanic stress on the rocket.
Yeah. Look, we getting nice views.
Falcon 9 is supersonic.
Just heard a call out for supersonic. Getting a good shot of looking at the onboard cameras
Max
there.
Q.
We just stepped through max Q.
Next call-outs are going to come.
Engine chill.
And back engine chill, which means getting the second stage engine ready to start. And so which means we'll be coming up on stage separation shortly, followed by stage 2 ignition.
We see this beautiful shot of all of the Merlin engines, all 9 of them lit up.
That's what 1.7 million pounds of thrust look like.
Lots of thrust. So the next callouts are going to come in quick succession, so let me walk through them really quick. So at T+2 minutes and 15 seconds, we're going to have main engine cutoff. That's MECO, meaning the 9 Merlin engines on the first stage are going to shut down. And then a few seconds after that, stage 1 and 2 will separate. Stage 1 will do a flip and do a boost back burn to orient itself back towards Earth for that landing here at the Space Force Base.
And there we get a good shot of looking at the interstage. Basically,
MECO.
the camera is looking up towards the second stage.
Separation confirmed.
And there you go.
Live video of stage 1 and 2 separating.
And back ignition.
And there's a good look at the
Stage
MVAC
1,
ignition coming,
startup.
the MVAC engine coming to life.
That's great. You are seeing the stage 1 booster do its flip. And now the engine bell of the MVAC engine lit up. This is a camera shot of stage 1 here, again on its way back to Earth. In just a couple of seconds, we're going to see the payload fairing jettison.
Fairing separation confirmed.
We just heard a call up for fairing separation, and there's a good onboard view of the SWOT spacecraft, and you can see the fairing is gone at this point in time.
Another camera shot here of the engine on the second stage continuing to carry SWOT to its intended target. We have a couple of camera views of this engine here, so you might see a couple of
Stage
different
1
angles.
back shutdown.
Yeah, and then you'll see it cycling through the views of the stage 2 engine, and as we get closer to the separation, it'll go back towards the spacecraft.
And we just heard a call out for the boost back burn ending on stage
Both
1.
stages are on nominal trajectories.
And that call out was just to say both stage 1 and stage 2 doing what they were expecting them to do.
And we're hoping to get a video of stage 1 landing. So sometimes we don't always get it because of it's coming in so fast, and sometimes it's hard to capture it. So occasionally sometimes we don't get it all the way, but we're hoping to get a good video this time.
T+4 minutes and 10 seconds into the launch of SWOT, and we've had a nominal ascent so far, no issues to report. Again, this is a video of a live shot of the engine on stage 2. SWOT stands for Surface Water and Ocean Topography, and this will be the first mission to provide high-definition data on more than 90% of the water on our planet's surface. It's a joint mission between NASA and CNES, France's space agency, with contributions from both the Canadian and UK space agencies. SWOT is the fourth NASA LSP science mission to launch from Vandenberg Space Force Base and the sixth LSP science mission overall to launch on a Falcon 9, Denton.
Yes, and we got a lot more missions coming up on the Falcon.
Yeah, to see the partnership really grow for you too. I mean, again, you really worked from SpaceX from the beginning.
Yeah, absolutely, and seeing their evolution over the years has been amazing to watch.
So coming up, we're going to see the booster begin its entry burn soon, and again, that entry burn is to slow it down as it approaches Earth for the landing here back at the base instead of a drone ship.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome to see it come back to land. As I mentioned before, seeing it landing right very close to where it took off from is awesome.
So then how does this work? So again, we're going to have the entry burn that slows it down, and then there's a landing burn, right?
Yeah, so you have the boost back burn that kind of gets it back towards the launch pad, and then the entry burn kind of slows it down as it's coming into the atmosphere, and then you have the landing burn that basically puts it down gently on the pad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, SpaceX has become real pros at landing their boosters.
Absolutely. And it's becoming routine for them at this point in time. And so this is just a normal course of business for them.
Again, we are looking live at stage 2.
Stage 1 entry burn.
We just heard the call out for stage 1 entry burn. Means it's coming back into the Earth's atmosphere. And there we go. We got a good video of it.
Yeah, so you can see those hypersonic grid fins illuminated by the flame from the booster.
Stage 1 FTS is safe.
You see that the screen went black there. That's because they just shut down the engine.
That's correct.
Both stages are
As
on normal
planned.
trajectories.
But I was talking about those hypersonic grid fins that you see. Those help guide the Falcon 9 booster back down towards Earth. So now that we're done with the entry burn, the next burn is the landing burn. Mm-hmm. It's just one engine right just before it touches down.
Correctly. Just gently set it down on the pad.
The next milestone for the second stage is going to
Stage
be
1 is transonic.
SECO-1.
Yeah, and SECO-1 is the first shutdown of the second stage engine. And then for this mission, we're going to have 2 burns. So you'll
Stage
see
1 loading, right.
after stage 2 shuts down, it'll coast for a while. And then we got a good video of stage 1.
It's about to land. How exciting.
Coming in for its landing burn there.
Again, the grid fins moving ever so slightly to make sure that it's coming down exactly how they want it to come down.
Yep, and you could see the pad coming into view.
There it is. Wow, those sonic booms.
And then the sonic booms. Trademark sonic booms.
Wow.
And good touchdown of the stage 1
touchdown. Booster. Perfect.
Stage 1 landing is confirmed.
So glad to see that live video. Again, sometimes we don't get it. That was amazing to see and feel, really.
Yes, see and feel, and we get to use this booster again.
Yeah. Again, this is the 6th flight of this booster.
That's right.
Contributions from both the Canadian and UK space agencies.
Yep, and once separation occurs,
SWOT payload separation confirmed.
There you go.
And we got good video.
And we're hearing some cheering here at the Mission Directors Center at Vandenberg Space Force Base. I'm sure the spacecraft team for Kness is also cheering in their Mission Control Center. You see the spacecraft floating away right now from the second stage.
And at this point, the launch vehicle's job is done. So the second stage will just basically kind of back off, move away from the spacecraft, and kind of take itself out of orbit, just so we don't have any junk floating around after it's completed this mission.